Hey guys, it's Connie. Welcome back to my channel. Please do subscribe. I'm on a European tour here in Southern Ontario, from Cambridge to Vienna to all the way to Paris, Ontario today. We're driving the beautiful Nissan Ariya e4ORCE, which means it's the dual motor all-wheel drive. This is Ocean Blue Pearl, and this is the top trim, the Platinum Plus package. So, you may remember I've had this car before. It has really cool Japanese, beautiful styling to it. We even have this Kamiko pattern inside the shield grille here on the front, a beautiful body style all around, and the gorgeous minimalistic design inside. Let's go for a drive. All right, while you can get the Nissan Ariya in a front-wheel drive, which would be a single motor, this is the e4ORCE, which is a dual motor all-wheel drive, and it is more powerful and faster as a result of having the dual motors. This one is 389 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque, which means you'll get from 0 to 60 in about 5.1 seconds. So quick, powerful, fun to drive. You guys already know how much I love EVs and how quick they are and quiet, and I love the drive. So let's talk about the interior a little bit too. We are on a pretty long drive today in Southern Ontario, driving all around from city to city. I think they said our total drive today is about 300 kilometers or so, which I'm gonna guess is like 200 miles. Oh yeah, let's talk about range for a sec before I talk about comfort. 438 kilometers for this dual motor and 267 miles in range. So you're gonna get a little more range going with the single motor, but that is the front wheel drive. So we're literally on a road trip with this. We're driving over 300 kilometers and no range anxiety, of course. I'm not a big range anxiety person to begin with because I've lived with an EV, and people who have EVs tend to charge at home. That is the norm. Being on a road trip like this, you would just need to know where you're stopping, and the car is going to tell you. So no range anxiety for us today, of course, and we're driving pretty far. And let's go back to comfort. So Nissan zero gravity seats, highly recommend. Also love where the headrest sits. It's like in the perfect spot to actually use the headrest while you're driving. As you can see, we've been on the road all day. It's a little dusty, but we have the Platinum Plus e4ORCE badging, gorgeous color on the outside. I love the sparkle of that blue, and the rear tail light bar, and plenty of room in the trunk. We've got 2 carry-on size luggage in there, a 60/40 back split, some lights in the trunk. The minimalist design carries to the inside, and I love this giant sunroof, totally flat floor, and we have more of that Kamiko pattern on the inside, on the floor, USB, USB-C, heated seats back here, and you'll see this carrying out throughout the front, as well as that is wood, and I love this bronze trim. The Kamiko pattern continues on the back speakers there and on the back door. All right, we have a fully digital gauge cluster, and it is customizable. They have us on a little competition today to see who is the most efficient driver throughout our 300 kilometer plus route. It's one piece of glass, 2 12-inch screens side by side, a very comfortable leather wrapped steering wheel, Pro Pilot Assist. I love Nissan's adaptive cruise control with stop and go, and it also has Pilot Park, which I have not had a chance to play with yet, and then 2 stalks. I love the dash, the way they've designed this wood dash. Your start buttons here. These are haptic controls for the climate. I keep turning this on by accident, but you can literally just control your climate here, or you can go here, and all your climate buttons are also in the screen, including a heated steering wheel and heated and ventilated seats for you and your front passenger. Wireless CarPlay, which has been very responsive today. and helping us with our navigation. But I love this, the fabrics in here, the wood, the simplistic design. We even have a nice volume knob, which is always nice to have a hard touch, and then our hazards and our forward back for music controls as well. Let's talk about this console for a second. So a couple things here. We have the Kamiko pattern on the floor rug. We have a USB and a USB-C, a 12 volt, and this little pocket here for your phone, and then your cords can be wrapped around this little thing. We also have a wood console here, a cool gear shift knob, and this console moves. So this is all about comfort. This is all about positioning yourself the best possible place. And then we have some Easter eggs. We have cherry blossoms in there, more Kamiko pattern for your wireless charging pad. And then as you can see, these cup holders can be closed. Another cool thing, what does this open? Well, let's have a look. It's like a little secret compartment. It can also be a desk. You can close this and use this. Ooh, I see more cherry blossoms. There's more cherry blossoms right there. You can use this as a desk, put your laptop while you're waiting to charge. I also forgot to mention, this does have E-step, which is regenerative braking. So it is not truly one pedal drive because it doesn't come to a complete stop and it doesn't decelerate really quickly, but it does have E-step, which means regenerative braking. When you lift your foot off the accelerator, it will slow down. And I always drive an EV in either one pedal drive mode or regenerative braking in maximum mode, however I can. So I've had my E-step on in this Ariya all day today. I also forgot to mention there is a head-up display on this top trim. So the Nissan Ariya, you can get it in a front-wheel drive. Base trim starts just under 53,000 Canadian and around 43,000 US dollars. There's several different trims, and then this is the long-range dual motor all-wheel drive Platinum Plus. So this one, as tested, is just under 70,000 Canadian dollars and around 63,000 US dollars. But here in Canada, there's rebates for this car, both in federally and in a lot of different provinces, especially Quebec and British Columbia. So you can get rebates of up to, I think it's $9,000 max off of that price. What do you think of the Ariya? I have other video and other content with it here on the channel. I'll link it below. This is, I think, the third time I've been in the Ariya, and I still love it just as much as the first time. I love the design. I love the minimalism. I love the range, and I will say I do remember having this at home, which means I plug in at home overnight every time I'm at home on a level 1 charger, and it charged very well for me. I did not have to take it to a level 2 fast charge station or a level 2 or a fast charge station the entire week that I spent with the Ariya at home. So if that's a consideration for you, most EV owners charge at home. It's a beautiful design. It's one of my favorite EVs. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a question or a comment, and we'll see you soon.